Hi. And welcome to Hot Ones. You may know Ryan from YouTube or Facebook or school or high school.
College, the bar,
Several
whatever.
places. But welcome to Hot Ones, where we have hot sauces and even hotter questions.
Thanks for having me. And you may know my co-host Rochelle from TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, work, the bar. I don't know. Stumbling around North Center.
Thank you for the introduction, Ryan.
Of course.
Yeah. So to get us started, we have the classic.
A nice easy one.
Speaking of nice easy ones. Here's an easy one. Tell us about our first date.
How far back are we going? Like, what would you constitute our first date?
Because that's part of the question, isn't it?
Versus just like hanging out as friends. But yeah, again, maybe it was just hanging out as friends, but I remember like us going to Red Lobster, getting all that shrimp.
Really?
Yeah, but again, that might have just been more friends. First date, maybe? Shrek.
Wait a minute, was it Shrimp Fest?
It might have been. It was summer, though, so I don't know if Shrimp Fest was happening during the summer.
Okay.
I guess maybe more first date would have been like Shrek 2 when we saw that together in Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're thinking?
No, maybe. I don't know.
All right.
I can go with that.
All right.
How was it?
Shrek 2 was good. But the date went well, too. I mean, I took a grown adult to a cartoon, so... Or is it SpongeBob? Because again, took a grown adult to a cartoon for a date, but here we are. How many years later? We'll figure that out later.
Okay.
My first question for you then is you have an option to answer one of the three. They're all from your childhood. You can either A, tell us your superhero origin story. B, tell us why you will never ride a bike again in the city of Chicago, regardless of how bike-friendly it can be. Or C, tell us why you weren't allowed to go back to Walgreens for a little bit.
Okay. Which one do you want me to answer?
No, this is you. This is your choice.
Okay, again, origin story.
Superhero origin story. Why you don't like to ride a bike anymore. Or why you weren't allowed to go to Walgreens for a minute.
Okay. I picked B and C.
Okay. Ooh.
Because C involves me and my childhood friend riding a bicycle. I will not mention her name, but she knows who she is. We went to Walgreens one time, and she decided to steal a box of Poppets. Do you like Snap-Its? You know what I'm talking about? Like the Snap whatever. She put them in her undies, and then we hopped on our bikes. And as we were leaving, it was pop, 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 pop. Bad reason to ride your bike in the city. But also, the bigger reason for me to not ride my bike in the city is because I got hit by a car on my bicycle. And I came home and I told my grandmother that I hit a mailbox.
Sure she believed that.
No, she did not. We find out years later that she knew all along. Duh. But it was pretty bad. I rolled on top of the car into the windshield.
I've been there. I'm a
Also,
city cyclist.
she thought
too.
I was dead. I went back to her house and she thought I was dead. She was crying in the bathroom. Thought I was dead. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, ready to move on to Wing 2?
I guess.
This is the favorite of both of ours this
It is.
season.
It is. Garlic and pepperoncini. It's a very, very nice sauce.
Salud.
Salud. I'm sure your viewers want to know. Also a childhood favorite story, maybe. I don't know. What's with llamas?
So, one of my earliest memories, probably my earliest memory, was about 3 years old, maybe younger, who knows. I was 2.5 to 3. I had no concept of time at the time, so all I knew was I was at a petting zoo. A llama was spooked, and it charged and ran me over.
Hmm.
And it scarred me for life. Llamas are evil. They spit. They're disgusting. And they like to run over little kids at petting zoos. So don't trust a llama.
Yeah, it's a good story.
Speaking of hoofed animals, you went to the racetrack as far back as you can remember, too.
Yeah.
And you've continued to bet on the ponies, gamble a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
In all of your time gambling, is there either a specific jockey that you just loved anytime you've seen them on a horse, think, I'm going to bet on them? Or is there a specific jockey that has gone the other way? And either you bet on them too much and they always burn you, or you say, I'm not going to bet on him and he wins. Or she.
You know the answer. And I like that you threw in a she. It's Calvin Burrell and Rosie Napravnik. Calvin Burrell, because he has the move where he goes from the outside in and he sweeps the whole field, and we love it every time. Also, he has a great comeback story. You know, on drugs, lost a bunch of teeth, you know, did a bunch of great things with his brother, made a comeback, made a ton of money.
Yeah.
Fantastic story. Rosie Napravnik, she raced in the Derby and was famously known to do horse racing while she was pregnant. Big ups.
Yeah.
Good on you, Rosie.
Right.
She didn't win the Derby, though.
Yeah.
It's very sad about that. I'm glad you brought this up. What?
Are we on to next? Or,
Next wing?
Or are we still going?
Okay.
We can talk about horses
No.
all day.
Next wing.
Okay.
The Barbados style hot sauce.
Barbados?
Barbados.
Barbados?
It's a throwback to Rick. Barbados!
True.
Huh?
Barbados style hot sauce. A little Caribbean barbecue.
Barbados.
Or Caribbean.
Whatever. It's hitting.
I'm cocky right now.
You don't feel it?
Not yet. I'll
Fine.
feel it down here.
You may or may not remember. You probably do. First time I took you to the horse races. Let's hear the story. And what did you think about me for suggesting that we go to the horse races?
Suggesting we go to the horse races, I thought, this will be fun. I've never been. It's a Kentucky thing.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you were that into it at the time.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, like, it's a Kentucky thing. We all go. Let's go to the races. Let's tailgate a little bit. Let's throw around some money. And I was betting for a little bit. Not winning a lot. Not doing too bad. And then I saw on the screen a horse named Wilco.
Hey.
Not spelled like the band, but close enough that I was like, I'm putting money on this guy. And I won $84. And I was sold. And I've been betting the ponies ever since.
I was sold on you too.
Oh.
I know. It's cute, right?
Adorable. So I will go a little bit past that in time.
Okay.
You worked at a place called the Salt and Pepper Diner for a couple years. During your time there, you sat and waited on like all the drunks of Wrigleyville, but also you waited on some people from the improv place next door, and it seems like one of them had a routine that would crack you up.
No.
Can you explain to us what Mr. John Mulaney did to you?
That it did not crack me up. It drove us insane. Also, friends that I won't mention can attest to this, that John Mulaney and his friends would come into the diner as a throwback to his childhood, or it was brand new, and I don't know if he riffed on his like stand-up, but he would come in toting like full change bag or several bills, and would go to the jukebox and play What's Up Pussycat on a loop for hours, and thought it was hilarious. Also, they wouldn't tip us shit. It'd be like 5 dudes sitting in a booth, sharing a shake, maybe a plate of fries for the table. It was bullshit. I will go on record as saying I hated him, but he's funny. I'm going to give him that.
He's a funny guy.
But also,
He's a friend of the show.
Considering all the money, he could come back with a tip or two. John. That's, yeah. On to the next.
On to the next we have, don't let the name fool you, Hellfire. It's actually quite delicious.
It is.
It's like a nice verde.
It's like a verde and a chimichurri. right? So, I guess my next question is, I know you had a celebrity crush for a very long time. Also, nailed it. Your celebrity crush was Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
Do tell how I compare to Natalie Portman.
All right. You're both sassy. I don't know. Maybe.
That's all you have to
You're
say
both
about
smart.
Natalie.
You're both
Okay.
intelligent.
All right,
You're both
all right.
beautiful.
Oh. Okay.
You're around the same age, actually.
Okay.
So yeah, there are many similarities.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of celebrities,
Oh.
getting away from the salt and pepper where you did meet a few,
Uh-huh.
there were also other times in your life where you were working gigs, be it at another diner or be it at the Rosemary Clooney stuff.
Oh.
So I have another multiple choice question for you. What is your preferred celebrity encounter? Waiting on the Tweedy family for Jeff Tweedy's anniversary with his wife, or sneaking a cigarette down the alley with George Clooney and Miguel Ferrer?
That's tough.
I know.
Because you were more impressed with Jeff Tweedy.
But this isn't me though. This is you. This is you.
No, but I get it. But are was that a Johnny 2 times?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. I don't know who would know more about which. So a long time ago, I worked as not an extra, but it was
Was it a catering gig?
it was a catering gig, and I got to work the Rosemary Clooney event that took place outside in Kentucky on like the corner, blah blah blah, whatever. They issued you a jacket and like white gloves, and you had to like wander about and serve people things, and it was no big deal, but you weren't allowed to smoke. Obviously, I was a smoker at the time, and a coworker that had worked the event was like, I know where we can go to smoke a cigarette, so let's scooch on down this alleyway. So we go down the alley, we're smoking a cigarette, and then a group of like 3 or 4 dudes start approaching us, and it's like, ugh, we're caught, this is not good, we're gonna lose our jobs,
Right.
whatever.
Unless.
But then, the one dude I thought I recognized, but couldn't really put my finger on it. The other dude comes up, hey, Miguel, pulls a packet of smokes out of his jacket pocket.
What brand?
Cool Miles.
Nice.
George Clooney.
Keeping it classy,
It was
Mr.
George
Clooney.
Clooney and his cousin Miguel Ferrer, and we stood around, smoked a cigarette. He told us of things, and then he offered us a stick of gum. It was magical.
Class act.
Class act. Also, like big Kentucky history, like that's huge. Like George Clooney. Are you kidding me? I don't remember what year it was, but during like ER fame, it was a long time ago. Yeah.
Really?
And also, I can't tell the Johnny Depp story because HIPAA.
Sure.
So.
That's why I didn't put it on here. Sorry, folks.
It was a choice. It was a choice.
Join our Patreon, and maybe you can hear that story.
On to the next wing.
On to the next wing. What do we have? Los Calientes Rojo. Turn it up a little bit. Still a really nice one, though.
No, I like it. I really like it. Okay.
It's a nice one.
Cheers.
So we're on to wing 5.
Which means we could do a deep dive into each other's Instagram.
Right?
And find out more context about that picture. What you got?
What
you got?
I gotta log into the computer stuff. It's not even turned on. We are not ready for this.
Alright. So, a couple things. Would you like framed or would you like Instagram?
My Instagram's a little bleak. I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah, just breathed in some calientes.
That's okay.
So I would say go
I got
frame
backup.
because my Instagram is awesome, but
Tell us about this picture, Ryan. Tell us about this picture. Do you want to look at it? You want to hold it? Tell us about it. First of all, we're cute. Look at my hair. Do it again. Look at my hair. So cute.
cute
look at
then
you.
and now.
Look at you. No facial hair?
I know. Who's that
You
guy?
have the full dimple chin exposed.
Yeah. I'm trying to place this picture. I look a little boozy.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. This is just.
Oh, did I stump you?
I think you stumped me. I wanted to say I thought it was the picture outside the haunted boat in Cincinnati.
It is.
But I didn't remember being that boozy at the time. But apparently we were.
Yeah.
That's our thing.
So what happened?
We were driving
Somewhere.
I don't remember if we were going north or south, but we stopped in Covington, right?
Mm-hmm.
Covington, Kentucky. Had a drink on like a little, not a rooftop, but like an overlook of the river,
Mm-hmm.
like downtown Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we saw like
The river walk.
the river walk, as
it were.
as they say
Mm-hmm.
in Cincinnati.
Sure.
And then we saw this boat, and this is like mid to late October, and we saw a boat with a lot of lights and a lot of people standing around. And we thought, "What's that? Let's go check it out."
Let's go see.
We went to see, and it was the best damn haunted house I've ever been in.
The best haunted house ever.
It was.
There were clowns, and there was a ball pit. There were real rats. Like they had rats in the walls. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was intense.
In like the little portholes, there were
fun.
like live running rats.
Yeah, it was disgusting and just beautiful for like to be scared or a horror fan or whatever. It was
great.
It was so much fun.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you for sharing. I'm doing a deep dive on yours.
On my Instagram?
On your Instagram. I pulled up a picture here.
A picture?
A picture. Let's show the folks at home.
Oh! Yeah.
What's going on here? It's a little cut somewhere?
It's
what
my
happened?
classic garbage stitches. Like,
Well, what's the story? Nobody just gets garbage stitches and that's it.
kind of.
That's it?
No. So, I was working at a bar, the Windy City Inn. It's no longer there, so I'll mention it. Whatever. Me and an old friend were working there together, and at the end of the night, we had to take out the garbage, and it was just the two of us. So, oh, you know what? R.I.P. James. James was there. We sent him home early because it was a really slow night, and we're like, oh, whatever, we'll take out the garbage. February 13th, we were taking out the garbage.
Friday, February 13th.
Right, Friday, February 13th.
Might have even been a full moon, but
I don't know who's
we'll
to say.
have the research team check that out.
Exactly. So we went to take the garbage out, and it was one of those deals where the dumpster was pretty full, so you had to like heave ho and like, what do you call that?
Push it.
Well, no, I was flinging it.
Yeah, you had to fling it up, but then
I was flinging it, and it got caught on the edge, so I just pushed it, and I was like, yeah, because there's going to be no garbage in the alley, and it was like, I win! We were so excited. And then we're walking back around to go back into the bar, and Chrissy turns around and shrieks like crazy because the snow was riddled in blood, and we didn't know why until we figured out that, oh, I was bleeding. My whole hand was covered in blood, and there was like this perfect picturesque trail of blood in the white, freshly fallen snow. So there was like a minimal freak out from her, but I'm a trained professional, so it was totally fine. Like, give me a bar towel, let's have a shot, let's think things through.
Let's thin that blood out a little bit.
Yeah, so this goes on for like 20 minutes, because I was like, we'll time it. If it's longer than 7 minutes, we gotta go to the hospital. If not, yeah, I'm fine.
So 3 times that amount of time longer.
Probably. Did we decide, okay, like, we have to get a cab and we have to go to the hospital. So we call you at what?
It's like 3:30 in the morning.
3 in the morning.
I answered.
Hey! Can you? I told you to get something out of the lockbox, like ID or something. Meet me on the corner, we're going to the emergency room. And you were like, what? And I was like, man, the garbage attacked me. I don't know. So we went to the emergency room where you got me like a lovely warm blanket.
It's beautiful.
And
Bracelet.
a bracelet.
Yeah.
Like a personalized bracelet. And then we had the most fantastic breakfast at Aunt Sather's.
Yeah.
It was the worst day or morning of your life, but we made it through. But what did I do on the way there?
You estimated how many stitches you would have. You said something like 60. No, you said 3. And they gave you 3.
And I mentioned all the equipment and whatever they were going to use on me, and did they or did they not?
They did. You called it to a T.
Kind of impressed by me that day.
Well done.
That's quite something. So you ready to move on?
We are ready to move on to the honey badger. This is a nice one.
What do they say about honey badger?
Honey badger don't fuck around. Did you miss one?
Just
Yeah,
kidding.
trying to skip it. He's trying to skip it.
No.
Yeah, all right.
Let's. Okay.
Oh no, this is Tears of the Sun.
What?
Oh,
Oh my God!
I was getting scared.
Yeah, who's skipping now? Okay,
Tears of the
who's
Sun.
skipping now?
Tears of the Sun.
Let's do this then. Okay.
Sorry, buddy. We
Tears-
forgot about you.
Tears of the Sun.
Tears
Yeah.
of me.
Okay.
So, I'll
Uh-huh.
start. We watch a lot of TV,
Mhm.
and I know, especially lately, you've been going through a rewatch of one of your favorite shows, SVU.
That's for you.
I have a question, though.
Mm.
If there were going to be one pop culture, one TV show taken away from you and all of humanity,
Taken away?
yes, like it never existed, we'll never remember it, it didn't happen, would you be able to live without SVU or Breaking Bad?
Oh no, I thought this was going to be a choice. I was going to say Dexter.
Oh, no.
Dexter can go.
No, I know.
But
We all think
like
that.
first 3 seasons, fine. But Dexter can go. So my choices are what?
So what's more important to you? Which would you keep in your memory, and which is going to be taken away and doesn't
Yeah.
exist anymore? SVU or Breaking Bad?
Well, do I get to keep their family shows? Like, their spin-offs?
Oh, so you can have like original Law and Order, or
Yeah.
you can have Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I would do that. I would get rid of SVU.
Okay. So you keep
Because I would still have, starting tonight,
Stabler's back.
right? Organized crime! Are you kidding me? Yeah, I think I would want to do that.
Plus the OG Law and Order.
I know.
Law and Order was Criminal Intent?
But Breaking Bad
No.
I have to keep. That was like perfection all the way through. I mean, I hate to say that, and I feel bad about my answer now. But again, I thought the question was, what show could I go without?
Oh, no.
It just needs to be erased from forever.
No.
Dexter.
This is a Sophie's choice.
But can we turn it into a question that I had? That was what show would I get
I'd rather
rid
have a
of that I was
question that
really
fits
hooked
my
on?
answer.
Oh, okay.
Now, I will agree with you. Dexter is, yeah, that's...
John Lithgow, though?
Who's good?
What?
Yeah.
Chef's Kiss.
Wow.
Chef's Kiss.
For John Lithgow.
That's John Lithgow with Chef's Kiss.
Yeah.
That, I mean,
It was.
right?
Yeah.
His performance was absolutely great. Going back to SVU, though, I love it. We just finished a Long Island Tutuola.
Yeah. Make sure you plug that
Right?
all over your Instagram
You
page.
should take these out of frames. They're done. Oh my gosh. It's my
But
turn. I
I
have to
see-
ask you a question, right?
Yeah. Number 6.
Okay.
Question
Well,
6. Wing 6. Tears of the Sun.
we talked about gambling a little bit.
A little bit.
I had also taken you. Well, we had both went to the casino a ton of times,
Mhm.
and I had a point system where I was like, "Oh my gosh, so many points! This is going to be great." And what do you remember you telling me?
That the point system was kind of weird and silly, and
Uh-huh.
what's it actually going to get us?
Right. What did it actually get you? Please.
Tell
the people.
So many buffets, but I think more particular, you're going fishing for something.
Am I?
Yeah. For a Weezer concert
Ayo.
at the Horseshoe Casino in Hammond, Indiana.
And what happened there?
We saw Weezer, and they rocked. And at one point, Rivers Cuomo decided to do a lap around the whole audience.
Full lap.
And he was giving like high fives. And I was just kind of eyeballed him. I'm like, oh, there he goes.
Uh-huh.
Just kind of watching him, and I'm like, oh, like I see where this is going to intersect. So like right before the stage, kind of like beeline over here, nonchalant. I'm cool about it.
Right.
And as soon as like I hit it, he hits it. I'm like, Rivers, and boom, fist bumped. It's kind of magical.
Wasn't it so
I feel like I'm like the 5th member of Weezer now.
So does it pay to gamble?
It does.
Points are good.
Points are good. Gambling, it's not a problem. It's a solution.
Thank you. That's going
That's-
to be the
that's your
title.
quote.
That's the title of the book that I'm going to write.
Yeah.
Gambling. It's not a problem. It's a solution.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Are we moving up a little bit here?
Aren't we? 2?
Now it's time for the honey badger.
Is it?
We've been putting this off. I jumped the gun.
All right.
But this is a good one.
Put that over there for me. I might need the ice.
You might need the ice.
Okay.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Clean those wings.
I know.
Make sure you got mustard in the back of your throat.
Mm-hmm.
So we've always talked about how, regardless of what my family or anybody else says, we don't want children.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a time that you accidentally came up with the name of a child, fictional child, never gonna happen.
Right.
But accidentally, if it happened, what would you name our kid?
So.
Careful with the eyes.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. You're right. Hard to avoid at times.
I know.
So, I always tell the story the exact same way, but it deserves context, okay? Like, I'm not just randomly thinking about children's names that we should have that we're never going to have.
True.
Do you know what I mean? I was having a very menstrual day. I was having a really rough time. Yeah. Super hot question.
Yeah.
Deserves a super hot answer. Having a real menstrual day. And I believe it was on TLC. Could be wrong, but I think it was Here Comes Baby.
Okay.
Or like Finally Baby. When these poor people had tried for like 10 plus years to have a kid, couldn't do it. And then they stopped thinking about it. They got pregnant. They were going to have a boy. And this mother was like so distraught because she was like, oh, we're going to have a boy. My dad's dead. Your dad's dead. We have to name our baby after our dead fathers. And then it hit me. Your dad's name is Timothy.
Right.
My dad's name is Rex. We would have a baby T-Rex. Timothy Rex Hall.
Yeah.
That would be, and we could go either way. We could go Trex, we could go T-Rex, we could go Timmy! There's so many things. But my biggest regret in figuring that out was what?
You told my mom.
I told your mom. I should have never told your mom.
No.
I mean, I told like everybody because it's a really great fake baby name.
Yeah.
But it's a fake baby name.
Yeah.
We'd even name our dogs T-Rex. But we have a fake baby.
Yeah.
Named T-Rex.
Yes, we do.
And because twins run in the family, what would our twins be named, Ryan?
Triceratops.
Oh.
Or pterodactyl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Call her Tara for short.
And what's our joke after all these years?
We should not have kids because we would purposely name them after dinosaurs.
Yes. It's time, isn't it?
It's time for the bomb. This isn't from the show. This is the bomb evolution.
It's from the show. It's from the Heatonist.
They didn't give us the Beyond Insanity, but I'm sure this is going to be painful enough.
We're going to see. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Should this be a moment from our sponsors?
If you need. If you need to put this off.
Bennigan's and Coca-Cola.
Cheers. Thank you, Bennigan's, even though you might not exist anymore. Here we go.
Clean that wing.
So digging back into your work history,
Okay.
there's one place you worked that probably half the people had to work at some point in time in Kentucky or the South.
Okay.
The Waffle House.
The Waffle House.
Let's say.
Woo!
I know it's a nice one. I'm going to the Waffle House right now. How can I get my hash browns done?
Scattered, smothered, covered, diced, chunked, capped, topped, and pepped. Or if you don't want to say all that, you can just say all the way.
I really thought that question was going to be harder.
No. But.
Oh, that's why I thought either your brain would freeze or overheat, I guess. Or just take a fart and something bad would happen. But yeah, wow. I thought that question was going to be hard. It'd take like 5 minutes, but...
It didn't.
It's like riding a bike.
It is.
Into a car. Call back.
That it is a callback.
I've hit a couple cars too on my bike. So
And now I feel like my question is not going to be as good enough for you.
Okay. Let's go. It'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Let's gonna skip it. Let's go on to wing 9 and power through. We can power through.
I might could skip it, but I feel like I do have a pretty tough question.
Oh.
What about mine?
What?
That feels nice.
What's the question? We can do it. Or we can move. If you think it's too tough, we can move on. But
How many dogs are you gonna let me have?
total or at once?
Can we just remind you that this was your idea to get a dog?
Well, you know what day it is.
I know.
It's the 6-year anniversary that we lost General Sherman, which he might have bit your nose, but he overall was an okay guy.
What did he do?
He bit your nose. Oh, and then he pulled the biggest April Fool's Day joke ever, because that was his nature, to be like, April Fools, bye.
Nobody's ever topped him
No.
on the biggest April Fool's joke.
I know. That was
But
my
it's
dog.
also kind of nice that we're on the verge of shedding tears, and now we're talking about General Sherman, because he was a really good dog.
The tears are from the wings, and a little bit of Sherman.
A good old Lunchbox.
Yeah?
You called him Lunchbox.
He was a good boy.
He was a good boy.
Yeah.
R.I.P. General Sherman.
Alright. What is this? Eye of the Scorpion.
I have a scorpion.
We're almost there.
Are we?
We can do this.
Okay. I put my tongue on it.
I can hear you, but you gotta clean those wings.
I put my tongue right on it.
Not your sex tape.
Uh-huh.
So we mentioned a little bit of booze before.
Mm-hmm.
We vary on taste on beers, but
We do.
there's one thing we can agree on.
Christmas.
Are you reading my notes?
Is it? No! Did I guess?
Fistmas is disgusting. But there's one way in which you described it that I've told many people, and they love it. Even if they haven't had the beer, they think it's a really apt description.
Fuck.
And I think the world needs to hear it.
Oh. I remember it, but I don't remember it in the order that I'm supposed to remember it. It tastes like a gingerbread man fucked a Christmas tree and then threw up. No.
Not fucked.
No.
Close.
It tastes like a gingerbread man gave a blowjob?
To a Christmas tree.
Really?
And then threw up the cum. That's what Revolution's Fistmas tastes like to you.
I did, yeah.
Which is weirdly specific. I don't know how you know what it tastes like, but...
That's a direct quote. It's...
Yeah.
But if you taste the beer, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Have we done it? Have we done it?
Almost.
Listen, I'm right there with you.
It's tradition around here. You put a little bit extra on the last one. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
To put a little dab on
Okay.
the last wing.
We did it.
Not yet.
All right.
I feel like I cleaned that one better than you did.
It's not a competition.
Wow.
But I will say, we made it this far. 10 wings up, 10 wings down. And I have one more question for you.
One more question?
There's only one answer, so if you get it right,
Gin! I'm not drinking that.
you might be.
Why?
So, if you get this right, you get your preferred shot of,
Whew.
what is this, watermelon? Salted watermelon.
That's not to the rim. I want to...
Well, I might get a bigger one.
Turn on your sex tape!
Or if you get it wrong,
It's a yes or no?
you're going to Gin Town. You'll see.
Okay.
We talked about this earlier.
Okay.
How many years have we been together?
That's the that's the question.
Yeah.
As a couple, officially?
Yeah. I know you got gin writing on this.
I know, but I thought about this.
Yeah.
We do the shot immediately after I answer. Oh, you're drinking water now? Okay.
I don't know. You've been chewing on ice cubes and drinking seltzer. White Claw. Another proud sponsor.
16 years.
Yes.
Ah!
June 2nd, it'll be 16 years.
Wait! So it's not 16 years?
We're rounding up. Right now, we're at 15 years and 10 months.
Before June. Okay.
Look at that. You did it. 10 wings up, 10 wings down. You face down the wings of death. Now, this camera, or just this camera, tell the folks at home what you have going on.
So, earlier this week, and I didn't even ask my 10th question.
Oh, okay, ask me.
You cheated me.
Okay. What's my 10th question? And I can do this too.
Wait, you know, pouring another shot?
Yeah, I don't want to do this time.
I don't want this either.
Another proud sponsor. We have Screwball.
Oh, okay. It should be good, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In the same glass as gin. That'll pair nicely.
So, 10 wings up. 10 wings down. Brian,
Yes.
tell the people what your girlfriend told you last Friday.
That she swore at her boss. Hey.
That's not derail.
The dogs are fighting.
Either way.
You swore at your boss, the cops were called, and you were fired from your job, or you didn't know. It was up in the air.
And
I believed it.
but today,
I started feeling, actually the past day or two, I was like, what's going on here? Because he told me the story, it was great. But then it was like, you didn't call work, and you didn't talk to any doctors, and it seems like something you wouldn't just let go.
I talked to several doctors. As a matter of fact, on Friday night, you said I did what?
You're saying that you were texting people. Maybe not, though. There's a video of me saying hi to a spouse of one of your doctors.
Okay.
But maybe you never sent it? Because you said either you deleted it or it wasn't there.
He also brought up General Sherman and how he pulled off the best April Fool's joke.
What's going on? You're making it up?
It's all a lie.
Alright.
I'm sorry to those that I lied to. And that's what I have going on.
Wait, was it just me? Or you lied to other people too?
Yuta.
Okay. Sorry, Yuta.
Half the people at work.
Oh, I thought they were in on it. Then, the more I thought about it, I was like, wait, does that mean she got to the bar early Friday night and told people to be like...
So I did or did not pull it off?
You did, but now that I'm going through all the... This is like the end of a murder mystery or something, and it's like, going back and oh, the clue there, the clue was there the whole time. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking, it's a little insane.
It's a nice one.
It was a nice one, though.
Did you believe me?
I did.
And you were so supportive.
Why wouldn't I be?
I don't know. Let's do another shot?
If we need to. Do we need to? 10 wings up, 10 wings down. What else you got going on? Spring break woo?
Spring break woo! I'm sorry if I ruined your spring break.
You didn't.
But now it sounds like it works out really well.
We spring breaks together.
You're sweating more than me over this.
Over spring break?
Over the hot wings.
I sweat a lot.
Did I really pull it off?
Yeah.
You know I kept that a secret for 3 weeks, right?
I did not. Spring break woo!
Spring break woo!
Bye.